New Relic is an application performance management and analytics company. We monitor your web and mobile applications so that they can run more efficiently in the cloud.
We were doing really well. We were closing a lot of deals, but we weren't really seeing the recognition on the floor. Things were quiet on the floor, just by nature of who we sell to. We sell to developers. They don't always like to talk on the phone. So if you walked out on the floor, even though we could be exceeding our numbers, it was quiet. There were crickets out on the floors. What I thought of immediately was Hoopla, who I'd met at a Salesforce Dream Conference. It just looked like something that would immediately bring a lot of fun to the floor, but also make sure that we're fostering a great collaborative, competitive atmosphere.
We didn't start with Hoopla. We had the culture of our sales team first, and I think that Hoopla helped to magnify that. And now it's become a tool that is a defining element of our culture within sales.
Hoopla has been huge for our sales culture, just in really kind of reinforcing a really collaborative, competitive atmosphere that we wanted.
As soon as they close a deal in Salesforce, that triggers Hoopla to broadcast their name, the size of the deal.
When they see this, on the screen each day, it's motivating them to get in the top of that leaderboard.
And I think that's really powerful for organization and for the sales rep themselves, knowing that everybody knows that they did a good job and they're being rewarded for it.
As the company has grown, it has become so much a part of sales and how I introduce sales when I give tours of our facility. I always refer to the monitors and say, and this is Hoopla, we use Hoopla to help sort of disseminate the information about how everyone is doing on the sales team so that we can celebrate those wins and encourage each other. And people seem sort of genuinely intrigued by it.
A lot of our executives have TVs in their offices. They also have access to Hoopla on the go if they're in one of our satellite offices or abroad.
If we have an employee who's out or who's working remotely, they want that link to Hoopla so that they can look at it and feel like they're in the office here every day.
I rarely have to even step foot inside the application. It runs on its own, flawlessly. It's showing all of our metrics day to day. The action events go off when I need them to.
So we're definitely seeing some improvement in revenue leadership, but also just putting up different things that we track. So looking at number of transactions, larger deals, smaller deals.
The people who are selling the larger deals those are whales, and the people who are selling the smaller deals are shrimp boat captains. So we have a lot of fun with our Hoopla implementation and what shows up on the screen, but we recognize everybody for doing a good job, while at the same time really kind of driving for success and increased revenue growth.
Each of the first two individual contributor sales reps in Dublin, when they closed their first deal, I remember there was a big hurrah, a big hoopla. There was a big hoopla, a big to-do. And we could share in the excitement because we saw their name, we saw their picture, we knew who it was. It connected us.
When we get towards the end of a month, end of a quarter, especially when people can see, up on the screens where people are at. If someone's already over the goal line, but they can tell that their peer is not, they're helping them out, and they're helping the whole team out to try to get across the goal line.
Hoopla has given us energy, it's given us excitement, it's given us unity, collaboration, and a connectedness as we grow that we wouldn't otherwise have.
It's really fostered the culture that we want to bring to New Relic, which is team first and collaboration.
When I look into the future in terms of the relationship between New Relic and Hoopla, first thing that comes to mind is I can't imagine having the two of them not together.
But it's really allowed us to, bring a successful quiet floor to become a very successful, noisy floor, and a lot of it's, through Hoopla.
I'm drawn into it. I want to become a part of it. I want to know who's hitting their numbers. I want to know where the excitement is. I would be very sad if Hoopla were to go away.